Hello everyone, Rexxar, champion of the Horde. His story begins when the Horde invades Azeroth for the very first time. To understand that part of his history, you need to know a little bit about the history of the Horde, the history of the orcs and their relation to the ogres. The orcs originally come from the planet of Draenor, the one we now call Outland. Before the Horde was formed, they lived in several clans and they were mainly hunters, not the bloodthirsty fighters that we see during the first invasion. The orcs did have enemies though, mainly the ogres who were enslaved by the Gul'dan. They would often lose several orcs in battle against these gigantic beings, and their hate for one another was part of their culture. Despite this hate, somewhere along the line, orcs and ogres started to mingle and a mixed race emerged named the Magnafal. Half orcs, half ogres. The life of both orc and ogre would forever change when Kil'jaeden found out that the Draenei were hiding on the planet of the orcs. He wanted the Draenei dead, but instead of sending his burning legion, he decided to use the orcs to do the job for him. He manipulated Ner'zhul into forming the Horde, but eventually Ner'zhul would find out what was going on and that he was being manipulated. By that time though, it was already far too late to do anything about it, and his apprentice Gul'dan gladly took over in following the orders of Kil'jaeden. The mission of the Horde was to kill all the Draenei, but the Draenei were no pushovers. They had magic of their own, they were a very ancient race and they knew how to fight back. To increase the power, the orcs drank the blood of the demon Manoroth, which gave them incredible powers, but also made them slaves to the demons. It was Gul'dan who came up with the plan to add ogres to the ranks of the Horde, and he used his appointed war chief Blackhand to do the job for him. Now you need to understand that the hatred between orc and ogre was deep inside of them, and to even suggest working together with these mindless brutes was considered utter madness. Ogres were not known for their diplomatic skills, but nonetheless, Blackhand, Doomhammer and a few warriors, they rode off to recruit the ogres. As they were talking with the ogres, they found out that they were actually enslaved by the Gul'dan, who were the far bigger and stronger beings. The ogres, they had several scars of whiplashes on their backs, so they teamed up with the orcs, they fought against the Gul'dan, and the ogres joined the ranks of the Horde. The Horde eventually fulfilled their mission, Kil'jaeden thought all the Draenei were dead, and he left the orcs to their fate. Their planet was corrupted, the land was very dry, very little water, and it was Medivh who contacted Gul'dan and told him about Azeroth and how to build a portal to it. Azeroth, a world with water, food, humans to fight. This was salvation for the orcs, and the others, they were already starting to hate Gul'dan, so he was behind this plan. The orcs invaded Azeroth, and Rexxar of the Magnafal clan, despite his father's wishes, was at their side. The Magnafal clan is a very pacifistic clan. They believe in talking before fighting, which doesn't mix well with the orcs at the time. This is the reason why Rexxar, his father, named Leorax, was so against his son joining the war effort. It is said that Rexxar was half orc, half ogre, but this is not entirely true. His father was Magnafal, half orc, half ogre, and in the novel Cycle of the Hatred, Rexxar says that his mother was an orc. That means that he inherited this half orc, half ogre body and the title from his father alone. Now, Rexxar's story picks up during the Second War. He, together with Grom Hellscream and other warriors, are holding the Dark Portal against the Alliance on the Azeroth side, while others of the Horde set out to retrieve 3 artifacts for Ner'zhul. Rexxar had brought an animal companion with him called Harafa, a very large black wolf. As he was fighting the Alliance, one of the orcish warlocks, he got mortally wounded. The warlock saw Rexxar, called him a half-breed, and slowly stepped towards him with a green spell on his fingers. Warlocks are able to literally suck the life out of a victim, and this one was ready to betray Rexxar to save his own life. Just as the warlock was about to touch him, Rexxar, his wolf Harafa, jumped in between and pushed the warlock out of the way. As he did this though, the hand of the warlock touched the wolf, his pelt, and all that was left was dust, quickly scattered on the wind. "Your pet just saved your life," he told Rexxar with a nasty grin. "Yes, he did," Rexxar replied softly, twirling both axes up and around. "But who will save yours?" He smashed the orcish skull right off his body and told his friends, the wolf who gave his life, that he was avenged. Now the plan of the Horde was to use these 3 artifacts to create a new portal to a different world. But what they didn't know was that Ner'zhul would betray them all. He didn't care about the rest of the Horde. Once he had the artifacts in his hands, he started to make his portal and with it caused the destruction of Draenor. The powers unleashed with his spell opened not one but several portals, and this made the entire planet very unstable. Ner'zhul escaped through this portal, and the heroes of the Alliance who tried to stop him were forced to destroy the Dark Portal and prevent the destruction of Draenor to flow over to Azeroth. Grom and Rexxar, as the portal was destroyed, were still on the side of Azeroth, and they believed that the world they knew was gone. Grom rallied his warriors and told them that one day they would recover and grow strong enough to take the world once more. Rexxar disagreed. He told Grom and the others that they were cowards. Time and time again they were betrayed by Gul'dan, by Ner'zhul, and still they cowardly held on to fighting and bloodshed. He saw no honor in it, saw no reason to fight when it was not to defend his people or save them, so he turned away and set off to live the rest of his life in the wild, with the animal companions who were more civilized and trustworthy than any of the other people he had ever met. And so Rexxar lived in the wilds for around 20 years, where he found new animal companions, amongst them the bear Misha and the boar Huffer. Around him, the world didn't exactly stand still. Thrall came into the story and he reformed the Horde, and together with Grom Hellscream he took on Manoroth and freed the orcs from their life as slaves to the demons. He teamed up with Jaina Proudmoore, Cairn and others, defeated the Burning Legion and started to build a home in Durotar, named after his father. This is where we see Rexxar again in Warcraft 3 in the bonus campaign called Founding of Durotar.
I have wandered alone for many years, little Misha. Yet sometimes even I grow weary of this endless solitude. I have watched the other races. I have seen their squabbling, their ruthlessness. Their wars do nothing but scar the land and drive the wild things to extinction. No, they cannot be trusted. Only beasts are above deceit. A battle. Come, you mongrels. Taste the steel of Mogren's axe. Hold fast, stranger. You shall not stand alone. Damned cowards. Your stomach's been split open. I can do little to ease your pain. I know. This would be a good death, if not for my failure. Failure? I was to deliver a crucial report to my chieftain in the lands below. But now, I have failed him. I have lost my honor. I will deliver your message, Old One. For the sake of honor, I will uphold your charge. A moment, War Chief. I come to deliver a message.
How did you come by this report? Where is Mogren?
He fell in the wilds. His last wish was that you receive this message.
Who are you, warrior?
I am Rexxar, last son of the Mok'Nathal.
Mok'Nathal. I've heard tales of your people. They had both orc and ogre blood in their veins. It is an honor. We've built this kingdom, Durotar, for all of our kind. Durotar is as much your home as it is mine, Rexxar. Stay a while. Accept what hospitality we can offer. It is the least we can do.
Perhaps I have spent too long in the wilds. Your offer is kind, Thrall, but I must carry my own weight. Just show me what needs doing, and I'll earn my keep.
Rexxar introduces himself as the last son of the Mok'Nathal clan, but later we would find out that this isn't true. I think he calls himself this because he believes Draenor to be destroyed and the rest of the people taken with it. So that means that he would be the last of the Mok'Nathal clan left. Thrall offers him respect and a home in Durotar, and Rexxar accepts, but he will earn his own keep. He does several jobs and Rokan of the Darkspear tribe assists him with this. For example, he assists Rekvar at Thunder Ridge, where thunder lizards are going crazy. Or another example, he kills a couple of harpies, or he collects some weed, some minor jobs during the founding of Durotar.
Ah, greetings, my friend. I am Chen Stormstout, humble brewmaster of Pandaria.
At one point, he comes across a humble brewmaster from Pandaria named Chen Stormstout. Chen asks of Rexxar to gather some ingredients for a special brew, and after that he decides to tag along in their journey.
Perfect. Perfect! These are just what I needed. Here, try a sample of my latest creation.
What the hell is that stuff? Are you trying to kill me?
Perhaps it needs some refinement. After all, we must learn to crawl before we can run. Don't you agree? Well, now that my brew is complete, I can experience more of this strange, rugged land. Would you mind if I tagged along with you, warrior?
Not at all, Chen. But my path is a perilous one.
Next, Rexxar is sent out to Garfok's post, where he surveys the coast and sees a lot of humans and what appears to be the start of an invasion. He reports this news to Thrall, but he can't believe that Jaina and the humans would be behind this attack. She and Thrall had teamed up against the Burning Legion, and after that they agreed not to attack each other. He sends Rexxar and the others back to keep an eye on the humans, but by that time it's already too late. The camp has been destroyed by the humans, and it's Rokan who points out that if the humans are attacking by sea, that they might be attacking his fellow Darkspear trolls on the Echo Isles.
Pardon, boss man, but if the humans be coming from the sea, my tribe on the Echo Isles could be deep in the danger too.
Thrall reassures him that he won't let anything happen to the Darkspear trolls, and he sends Rexxar and his crew to go to Vol'jin and get him and his people to move to the mainland, where it would be easier for the Horde to protect them.
I be Vol'jin, leader of the Darkspear tribe. It be good that the war chief sent you when he did, man. Our villages already be under attack by the human fleet. We got no time to waste.
Upon arrival, Vol'jin is already heavy under attack, and because of all these ships, they can't just make their way back to the mainland. Vol'jin transforms Rexxar and the others into spirit wyverns, so that they, together with Darkspear Batriders, can take care of the ships. Once the oceans are clear, Vol'jin takes his people to the mainland, where they are much safer under the protection of the Horde.
I'm glad you returned safely, Rexxar. You've done well. My scouts have informed me that the Darkspear trolls have landed further down the coast. They'll be much safer under the Horde's protection. Still, the situation with the humans has intensified. I've received word that they're sending an emissary to parley with me. We're to meet at Razor Hill around midnight.
I don't know, Thrall. It sounds like a trap to me. Let me go in your place.
I can't imagine that Jaina Proudmoore would ever set me up, Rexxar. Even so, I'm not one to run from a fight.
Just trust me. If you're right, we'll have lost nothing. This is it. The meeting place lies just beyond. Greetings, humans. It's about time you showed up.
What is the meaning of this? This ogre cannot be the Orc war chief.
And you are not Jaina Proudmoore.
Jaina? Why would you think she would be? Enough of this drivel. We'd hoped to corner your wretched war chief, but you will have to suffice. Strike!
Assassins! I knew this was a trap!
It was a trap, but thankfully he and the others managed to fight their way out of it and bring word to Thrall. The next step, the only thing Thrall can do before things escalate, is go directly to Jaina herself and ask her what is going on. It's once again Rexxar who takes the mission, and when he finally makes his way to Jaina, she tells him that it wasn't her people.
Jaina Proudmoore, I am Rexxar. I bear a message from War Chief Thrall, the same War Chief you tried to kill. He is curious as to why your warriors encroach on our lands and threaten us with war.
What are you talking about? I do not seek Thrall's death, nor do I have any intention of betraying the pact we made.
Perhaps. But the fact remains that your ships and your warriors have been raiding our encampments on the mainland. I had to bypass a large encampment just to reach you.
I assure you, I ordered no such attacks. Lead me to these troops, Rexxar. I want to see them for myself.
We're too late. The serpents already killed them all.
Wait, this one's still alive.
Mistress Jaina, we found you at last. The Admiral will be overjoyed.
Is it even possible? We've got to get back to Theramore immediately.
But what?
Just trust me, Rexxar. I'll explain when we get there.
These human soldiers are not from Theramore, they belong to Admiral Daelin Proudmoore, father of Jaina Proudmoore, who has come to find his daughter. Now Admiral Proudmoore has spent his time searching for his daughter and he is unaware of the events at Mount Hyjal. He doesn't know that Thrall and his people had teamed up with his daughter, nor does he care. He remembers the orcs as they were when they first invaded, and he immediately orders his troops to seize Rexxar and the others, despite his daughter's protests. She clears the way for Rexxar to escape, which he does, and he tells Vol'jin that Admiral Proudmoore is getting ready to attack Durotar.
I'm glad you escaped, Rexxar. And don't worry, we'll send word to Thrall about the Admiral's fleet. If that human's planning on attacking Durotar, he'll find the warriors of the Horde ready to greet him.
Vol'jin will send a message to Thrall, but it will take some time before all the troops are ready, so in the meantime Rexxar moves out to ask Cairn and the Taurens to aid the Horde once more. The only problem is that Cairn doesn't seem like himself.
Who are you, traveler? Why have you come here? I come in the name of Thrall, war chief of the Horde. His lands are in danger, and he calls upon his old allies to aid him. I seek the one known as Cairn. Do you know him?
I am Cairn, but I can be of help to no one. Return to your war chief and tell him that I am dead, just as my heart is dead.
His only son, Bane, has been captured by the Centaur, and they are known for cannibalism and that they don't hold prisoners for long. Rexxar manages to find Bane, sets him free, and after doing so, Cairn pledges the aid of the Taurens to the coming battle.
Don't worry, Bane. We'll have you back to your father in no time.
Bane, my son, I thought I'd lost you forever. I was an old fool to despair. Rexxar, by returning my son to me, you have given me new life. For that I will ever be grateful. Now, you said that your war chief was in trouble, that the Horde needed the Tauren once again. Well, Thrall did much for us in his time, and we will not fail him. My warriors will rendezvous with the war chief upon the battlefield, but I will be returning with you.
You returned just in time, Rexxar. Our scouts found this wounded ogre near the borderlands. Despite his wounds, he came all the way here seeking help.
Must help. New warlord conquer clan. Kill many warriors. Lead clan to ruin. Brothers not survive. Me seek help.
New warlord, huh? Don't worry, friend. I think I can help you. Have your witch doctors tend to his wounds, Vol'jin. I'm going to pay a little visit to his clan and meet this new warlord for myself.
These ogres could be a great addition to the forces of the Horde, but despite being victorious in the gauntlets and joining the clan, the warlord refuses to aid the Horde. Rexxar has no choice but to fight with Korgal and take the leadership of the clan. Together with his animal companions, he kills the warlord and pledges the power of the ogres to the Horde.
Rexxar! Rexxar! Rexxar!
I have defeated Korgal in single combat. I have passed the trial of blood. I rule Stonemaul clan now, and I command you all to war. You ogres arm yourselves and meet the Orc war chief upon the plains. Blood and glory to the Stonemaul clan!
Now, as you can tell from this story, Rexxar has been busy with aiding the Horde, and Thrall has but one last task before the coming battle against the Admiral. Pick up the new banner of the Horde and carry it with honor in battle, as Rexxar will lead not just the orcs, not just the Taurens, but also the ogres and the trolls.
There, the blessing is complete. One last thing, Rexxar. I want you to carry our standard into battle. I hereby name you Champion of the Horde.
It is an honor, War Chief. I will carry your standard with pride. Lok'tar Ogar!
War Chief, Admiral Proudmoore's forces have begun their advance. They'll be here any moment.
Let them come. They'll find the Horde to be more than they bargained for. Rexxar, you've earned the honor of drawing first blood. I'll hold the defenses here, but I want you to lead the attack against Proudmoore's base.
Gladly. All right, you warriors. The hour of victory has arrived. Come, you Tauren. Rise up, you ogres. Today, you stand united with the Horde. Loktar Ogar! Warchief, our troops are ready, but the admirals assembled a blockade of battleships around Theramore. There's no way we can match their firepower.
Damn it, I should have thought of this sooner. We've got to find some way to...
Thrall, Rexxar, I come in peace. You must believe me, I had no part in my father's plans. I wish none of this had ever happened. I don't know what to do.
We've bled together on many battlefields, Jaina. We've faced untold perils as allies. But your father threatens the security of our nation and the very future of my people. You know how this has to end.
I know, Thrall. Do what you must. There is a Goblin shipyard on a nearby island that could provide you with warships of your own. With those, you could scatter the blockade surrounding Theramore. But please, spare my men if you can. My father will try to use them against you, but they're the only real family I'll have left when this is over. Please do this. For me.
We'll do all we can, Jaina. You have my word. Now you better make yourself scarce. The battle's about to begin.
Our forces are ready, Thrall. It's now or never.
See it done, Rexxar. I'll meet you at Theramore.
And so, after gathering all these people after the founding of Durotar, the final battle in Theramore takes place and Rexxar kills Admiral Daelin Proudmoore.
It's over. Stand down, humans.
Father, why wouldn't you listen?
Above all else, Jaina, he was a proud warrior. Remember him as such.
Durotar is now safe. We have no further quarrel with these humans. We will leave your isle in peace, Jaina. I pray we never have to come here again. Farewell, Sources. You saved our nation, Rexxar. For that, I can never repay you. Will you return to Durotar with us and make a new home for yourself?
I appreciate your offer, Thrall. But I am Mok'Nathal, a wanderer. I belong in the wilds amidst the beasts and elements of the land. But know this, brother. I will always be a part of the Horde. I will always be there when you need me. Farewell.
The future of the Horde and Durotar is secured for now, and Rexxar, champion of the Horde, co-founder of Durotar, returns to the wilds. He appoints the ogre Mok Morok as overlord of the Stonemaul ogres, and he takes his place in nature. The next time that we saw Rexxar was already in classic World of Warcraft, where he assisted Horde players with getting the key to Onyxia's lair, and when the Dark Portal reopened in the Burning Crusade, he took the opportunity to return home and find his people. We find Rexxar in Thunderlord's stronghold, where he sends us to talk to the leader of the Mok'Nathal clan, his former people. In the camp, we can clearly see that Rexxar is not the last of the Mok'Nathal. The leader, he is named Leorax, and it turns out to be Rexxar, his father. Despite being so many years apart, he still holds a grudge against his son for joining the Horde. Even so, Rexxar asks your aid to prove himself to his father and to help his clan. The ogres, they are attacking the Mok'Nathal clan, but Rexxar knows that they wouldn't just attack on their own accord. It's the Grun who forces them to do this, and that's why they have to die. Throughout the questline, we see that Rexxar still holds his connection to his animal companions. He has an owl that will eavesdrop on conversations, Huffer the boar who likes to distract things, Leok his wyvern, and of course his trusty bear Misha. The entire questline ends with Rexxar fighting Gok, son of Gruul, and together with his animal companions he kills him. Now the Bladespire ogres will threaten the Mok'Nathal clan no longer. And that's where the questline ends for Rexxar, and it's never explained if his father accepted him, or who his mother is, or what his future plans are. We do see him again with the elemental invasion in the Cataclysm, so he's not afraid to still be there for his horde, despite what his father thinks about it. For Mist of Pandaria, they had a plan in mind of placing Rexxar inside the Barrens in patch 5.3, where you and him could happily kill Kor'kron together. They never implemented this though, and I think it's a real shame. Such a massive character, such a huge part of Warcraft 3, one linked to so many old heroes of Warcraft, he deserved a place in the rebellion and the fight against Garrosh. So what can we expect from Rexxar in the future? Well, that's very difficult to predict, because he's a very easy character to use in the story. He has already shown that he doesn't shrug away from honor towards the Horde, despite his father's wishes. I mean, it's highly unlikely that he will take up the mantle of War Chief and forsake all nature and roaming around the world, but when the Horde needs him, he will be there. That means that in whatever situation the Horde might find themselves, perhaps against the Burning Legion, against the Enzov, maybe even Jaina Proudmoore, they could always bring this champion in their story. I know that a lot of players really liked Rexxar, and I hope that when or if Blizzard ever places him in the story, he will once again play a vital role worthy of the champion of the Horde.
But I am Mok'Nathal, a wanderer. I belong in the wilds amidst the beasts and elements of the land. But know this, brother. I will always be a part of the Horde. I will always be there when you need me. Farewell.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the story of Rexxar. Subscribe if you like my videos. And until next time, guys. See ya!